Yeah, good morning, folks. My name is Dixon Amenibrio. I'm my age. I'll keep my age. Yeah, I'm a mechanical technician by profession, and I would like to share with guys who are interested in becoming technician because in Ghana, the technical aspect of education or the technical aspects of things are being hidden. The truth is not being told to young chaps who are interested in becoming technicians or engineers. And every country will develop when your technical level or your manpower skills are very high. And Ghana, it seems to be going low, whilst other countries are their graphs are going up. Our side is not like that because when the GSS results are in and you do the calculation by knowing the percentage of guys who go to the secondary school and the guys who go to the technical side. The technical side is very low, so the graph keeps going down. And some of us went through the technical side and we are doing well. Not that, so we need to share with other guys who have interest in going to the technical education, but do not have people to guide them or to direct them on how to go about it. So that's how some of us we have taken it upon ourselves to at least educate people who have interest so that we can become a developing country like the German, the England, the US and the like. See how China is doing things, basic things. One country I also admire is India. They take upon themselves in producing basic things and helping them in their daily life. Pumps, crashing of things, simple machines to produce fruit juice and others. And it makes life easy. It makes life easy. And also goes in a long way to boost the economy. Because when you do those things, people will get job. People will not be sitting in the house to wait for government that I finish university, I finish polytechnic, I finish this, and I'm not getting job. But when you take it upon yourself to go through the skill type of education or skill or technical type of education, and you have the skill or the knowledge in that area, you will not be waiting for government to come and tell you that there are jobs here. No, you start setting up small, and you become somebody in future. So my advice is people must take interest or parents. Gone are those days that we say is mechanic. My born crying a technical school, and no, and yes, sir, that be because even the technical school, the kind of things that you have to learn, those in the other side do not do those things. You have to be very sharp or a high Q guy to be able to do those things. There are sort of calculations that we do. If you don't understand, you can't do it. And it takes guys who are very good in those in book learning to be able to do. So that age of Mama Bonko and a technical school there, what I would say is if you have the interest, you have to pursue it because guys are doing marvelously in those areas. And to start with it, I would say if you want to climb up in that area, is very basic. Fine, those who have the means to go through school, their side is there. And those who don't have the means to go to school, their side is also there. But I was fortunate to go through some basic education. So I'll just go through the math side and share with guys who are interested. The first thing is, fine, you go through normal GSS. After GSS, you select, because your interest is in technical, so you have to select a good school that they offer the technical courses. I went to GSTS, Ghana Secondary Technical School. It's I would say it's the very first technical secondary school in Ghana. But I did not do technical there. There are also other technical secondary schools around that do Koforidua Sectec, Boucher, they do it in that technical aspect. And they also the traditional technical school that is Bando, Tematech, Kokrentumi, and those are the basic ones that I know, but I think they are also doing well. So you enroll yourself in GSS. After GSS, you get to any school of your choice, that is the secondary technical or the technical school. Because now I understand the technical school guys are also doing English and maths, which can equally qualify to go to the university or the polytechnic. So I'll use mine as an example because that's what I know. So I went to GSTS, did science. After science, I went to Takoradi Polytechnic to do mechanical engineering. And in the first year, we are being made to do general courses. You'll be made to do general courses. From there, when you go to this level 200 or the second year, that's when maybe your interest starts. You start dividing yourself among your interest areas. And in mechanical, we have so many areas. The areas that I know of is production, plant, auto. That's what we did at Polytechnic. But there are so many other branches that later, because we have the NDT side, we have the inspection, the corrosion aspect. There are so many, but then we will limit ourselves to these areas now, because these are the areas that Ghana, we have people who have been trained more to give trainings to others. But then when you go up in the ladder, then you can easily be attaching the aspect of corrosion and integrity aspect to it, so that it enhances your career. So from there, that's when the practical aspect starts, because in the Polytechnic, you have to be doing some practicals in aspect to the literature works that you do, because it goes with practical. Engineering is about practical. If you don't do practical, you will not get to understand what you did in class. So you have to get interest in the practical aspect, take part, then apply them, because you'll be given simple basic things to do, like marking out, filing, welding, shaping. Those are the things that we use them in industry. So from the right onset in the practical room, if you don't pay particular attention to understand what goes into filing, what goes into mailing, what goes into welding, you will not get it, because those are the things that when you come into the industry, you are going to do them. Changing out of knowing the tools, the type of tools that you have, and when to use them, and where to apply them. So if you don't involve yourself in those areas by learning the basic tools and measurement and stuff in the workshop, then I don't think you will enjoy the course. Because when you come outside, those are the things that you are going to use. So from there, you'll be asked to do industrial attachment. And guys, you have to take it serious. Because I did my first industrial attachment in Temari Refinery, and it really helped me a lot. It was there that I got to know types of spanners, types of tools, when they are used, where you have to use them, measurement, alignment. And you have to get a small notebook in your breast pocket. Normally, technicians, we wear uniform, so you have a breast pocket here. You have to get a small notebook size there with your pen. Whatever you do, you put it down, then you put the date. Don't write long English. Just engineers, you don't write too much. Just write simple, basic things there, that we did this. And this were the process that, or these were the steps that we went through. Number 1, number 2, then you put it down. So whatever you do there, you put it down. And when you go on attachment, you meet senior men. Go and humble yourself to them. Some of them might not have not gone through school, but then, you see, practice keep on make man perfect. Some of them have been there for years and they know, they've done certain things for long. So they understand. They understand the language of those equipment or machines that they work on. So they know. Any sound that comes, they know that this is what is going on. So I'm telling you, those guys, when you guys go, don't go and challenge that I'm an engineer. No, don't try. Just lie low, relax for them, and they will teach you. Because I humble myself at those areas and I was taught. There was that place I got to know turbine, how turbine work, how pump work, alignment and stuff like that. Although I was a young student then, but I learned a lot. So attachment is one of the basic learning place that you can get to know more if you want to be a technician, especially in the mechanical side. They will teach you everything. And you don't have to rush. You have to take them one at a time. So from there, you come back to school and come and continue with your academics till you finish your 3 year or 4 years. That's in the university, in a particular, we did 3 years. So from there, it's better you get national service where you'll be posted to an industry. That will be your fail. But then now, if you're not lucky, you are being posted to the teaching side. It's cool because you are all serving Ghana. That's why the industrial attachment is important. So that when you don't get the national service to do in an industry, because you've done the attachment already, at least you have some experience there, because employers are looking for people who have experience, and which is bad. But then, Ghana, Ghana for you. So if it happens that you don't get attachment, or you don't get national service in the industry, and you get a teaching for, fine, you don't worry, because you have already some 2 month or 6 month industrial attachment. You keep on building up with it. But if you are lucky and you get the industry too, then bingo, you go there and you humble yourself and you learn. Because engineering, if you don't take time and you don't learn from people who are there, you will not get to know. You have to humble yourself and learn from them. Because you learn, there are so many forms of learning. You learn by observation, and I did mine through most of them by true observation, because you have to watch. Some are practical stuff, so if you don't watch, you will not be able to know what they do. And after that, you ask questions. Oh, Mr. A, why did you do this? And don't ask questions when the work is being done. You relax after the work has been done, then you can ask questions, because sometimes the person might be thinking, trying to crack his brain to find solution, or to know what to do at that time, because the machines are down, downtime is going up, so you need to be very, very fast, or to bring the machine back. Although you don't have to cut corners, no, you have to work in a safe manner, so you don't have to cut corners. So you relax when a problem is being solved, then later you go back to the senior man and ask him, please, what did you do? Then you explain it to you. But you learn by observation. You put down stuff. You ask. There's no silly question, but then you have to ask reasonable questions when jobs are being done. So from there, if you are lucky, after your national service and a company employs you, then you are good to go. So I will not talk much for this first episode. If you want to be a technician, the basic thing is you have to have interest in what you want to do. Either being a mechanical or electrical or civil, it's the same. It cuts across. If your interest is not there, you go inside and you will not like it, because engineering aspect is not easy. It's not easy. You have to think a lot. So you get your basic education from JSS, then you pick a secondary school or a technical school of your choice. Don't listen to people it's people who are not good in academics that go to technical school. Please, it's never true. It's never true. It's never true. There are companies which pay technicians more than lawyers I know in Ghana. I know, and I will not say I'm an example or whatever. I know there are companies who pay technicians more than some banking bank or managers or whatever. So please, if you have interest to become a technician, just have the interest and go through the basic levels of education from JSS to the secondary school or secondary technical, and from there you can proceed. There's also the aspect of the technical school also there, which some of them are also doing good. You can also select. Don't say it's not a secondary school. Now they do science and other courses which can enable you to further. So please, just get the interest. Because there are a whole lot of problems in Ghana that we can easily solve by this producing simple and basic machines and implement. There are a whole lot of debt outside that we need to produce simple and basic machines that can sweep. But the people are not there. We are not getting people to have interest in going to that side. Thank you. We'll meet again.